Hello and welcome. I am Vidyadhar Tilak. Today, we are diving into a concept that reframes how we understand not just communication but all of human knowledge. The idea that language is the very first and most fundamental system that human mind ever constructs. We often think of language as just a tool for talking. But the truth is, before we learn to count, to classify, or to build a complex theory, we participate in language. It's the medium within which all systems, from mathematics to engineering, are ultimately formed. Language is powerful because it allows us to interact with three separate yet intertwined spheres of reality simultaneously. Look at this triangular diagram. The material world is shown at the bottom left. This is the world of physical objects, the trees you see, the rock you touch, the machines you build. Meaning here is formed through perceptual grounding. The mental world is shown at the bottom right. This is the inner world of feelings, sensations, memories, and desires like loneliness or states of awareness. Meaning here is acquired through introspection and sympathy. The notions world is shown at the apex. This is the world of pure concepts, structures, theories, concepts, and mathematical objects like the word entropy or the concept of x plus 2. Meaning here arises from a word's relational position within a system of abstractions. The words in our vocabulary map these three worlds. Language is the system that connects them all, allowing us to refer to, distinguish, and reason across all three. The vocabulary, that is the lexicon, is not just a list of words, it's a map of significant features. Now let us look at the structure. System theory studies wholes composed of interacting parts. Language itself is the perfect model for this. It has parts, that is words, relations constructed through grammar, and emergent wholes producing discourses. Discourses could be poems, essays, or proofs. Language builds complexity from simple units in a hierarchical fashion. From root to stem, from stem to word, from word to phrase, from phrase to clause, from clause to sentence, and ultimately from sentences to discourse. This exactly mirrors the parallel system schema of systems theory. From part to component, from component to a subsystem, from subsystems to system, and from systems to metasystems. The cognitive mechanism is the same. Complexity and emergent richnesses arise by recursive elaboration. The insight is foundational, seen even in the Pāṇini's analysis of Sanskrit. A single word has restricted meaning, like object, relation, or process. The sentence is the smallest structure that can make claim about the world. A sentence is a minimal system that coordinates three core elements: entity, the being of the thing being described; process, the action or behavior; and context, where or when things happen or the phenomena happens or event happens. For example, the river as an entity flows, which is a process, through the valley, that is the context. Grammar, therefore, is not just about rules. It is the structural logic by which meaning becomes rational, relational, and dynamic. It is the scaffolding that allows us to model processes and systemic behavior. Single sentences describe single states. Knowledge, whether scientific, philosophical, or historical, arises only when sentences are organized into a coherent discourse. The structure of discourse is analogous to a complex system, like local relations between sentences generate global coherence at the scale of the whole. To understand a tree's growth, you need an ecological explanation, which is the discourse. To understand sadness, you need narrative arc, which is the discourse. To understand entropy, you must relate multiple conceptual frames, which is the discourse. The systemic integration of meaning rests on three core linguistic capabilities. Recursion. This is how structures can contain substructures of the same form, like clause within a clause. Metaphor. These are patterns learned in the material world which are transferred to the notions world. Contextual inference. The listener dynamically reconstructs meaning based on the context. This expressive power is what makes it possible to model systems. The systems could be too large, too small, or too conceptual to perceive directly, but the scaffolding by language makes it possible. This is why science, philosophy, and humanities are direct extensions of linguistic capacity. Language is not external to the study of systems. It is the system which first system that we learn. Mathematics, systems diagrams, and computer programming languages are all specialized forms of this same linguistic capacity. They sacrifice emotional nuance for precision, and their ultimate consequence is demonstrating that thought can be made operational. A clear understanding of language is the necessary foundation for deep understanding of systems theory, mathematics, modeling, philosophy, and pragmasophy. Pragmasophy is Prajna Yajnam. Please subscribe to my channel and visit my website if you are interested in more explanations and explorations into actionable knowledge and systemic thinking. Thank you very much.